Good morning. Right, there's been a lot of shit being said online about me, my family, my personal life. All of it's fucking nuts. So my wife decided to clap back a little bit, give some truth to the story, and yeah, so look, my wife is the most intelligent person I've ever met. That's why I married her, that's why I fell in love with her. She's fucking awesome. Now if you think you're gonna talk about me, or my kids, or my team, or my family, and me and her not clap back, then you're fucking nuts. Listen to what she has to say.
So, some content creators and MMA media are having a fucking field day on my private life, and seeming as content creation is, you're not the only ones that make content. I thought we'll have a little chat about this. Let's have a little talk about it, because this ain't my first rodeo. Let's start with some self-defamation, things that I've done, things that are accounted truthfully to me, and then what we'll do is we'll get on to the lies, like this crazy shit. Looking at the hate, the majority of the clips and the comments that I'm getting, without a doubt, the biggest thing that I've done wrong is age. I've gotten older. I've had a birthday every year, and that's fucking disgusting coming from a woman, especially. Getting older is not acceptable. So I fucked up there. I'm 40, and to people who haven't met me and are sat at home, that's really disturbing to them. They're really very upset about it and spending a great deal of time telling me how horrendous it is that I'm 40. Another thing that I did is that I dated someone almost 14 years younger than me. Actually, didn't just date him, married him, Ian. And that has really deeply shocked some people. It's shocked them so much that it's definitely not laced with sexism. It's affected their thoughts on everyone in the industry, including males who are dating females of the exact same age gap. They've definitely been offended by that as well. On to truth number 2, and this one's the big reveal. I wrote a book called How to Be a Wag. Now that statement itself is a little bit of a stretch. I can hardly call myself an author of an 11-page Audible-only satire story that was written in 2010. Now 2010, that context is key because that was during the FIFA World Cup, where I was working at OK Magazine, working with various different gossip mags, and we were creating this hilarious satire look at wives and girlfriends in football. That's what WAG stands for, wives and girlfriends. It's got nothing to do with age. And I wasn't 40 then, was I? So come on, a little bit of maths. If you want to call me an author for that, sweet. I think it was more of a light-hearted podcast, but I was well ahead of my time. That satirical look is, if you've listened to it, really silly. And anyone who takes it as fact has completely missed the mark. Lo and behold, I'll hold my hands up, sarcasm isn't well taken, especially with American audiences. British humor and British sarcasm is often lost. At the time, it was a huge success and people got the joke and it went out and it was funny and it did great. If you pick it up now as a content creator and you take it wildly out of context and you use it to troll and hate on someone, this is what you've created. Those comments, horrendous, obviously. What I can't show you here are death threats, detailed rape threats, and I can't express to you the power of volume. For about 3 days now, every single day, constantly has been a huge, huge volume of them. Often they quote lines from the clips that have been made and they express very clearly where they've come from. So that we're not lost in translation, MMA guru, red pill MMA, and anyone who makes any content that looks like this has these kind of clickbaity, big, wild headlines. What you're doing is you're inciting a lot of hate to come my way. I want you to be very conscious that is what your content, that is the consequence of your content. I want you to be conscious of that because I'm not the only one that you make those videos about. And if you haven't already heard about Caroline Flack, if you have, like, have we learnt nothing? If you hadn't, you need to read about her. So that's what happens when true things are taken completely out of context and used in a hateful way. Imagine then when you talk absolute fucking shit. Some bullshit things that people have been saying, that my ex-husband lives with us. No, he doesn't. And no, he never has. You're just making that up, inventing it completely. The idea that my current husband Ian took my ex-husband's name. Wild. I'm pretty sure most of you listening to that going, surely not. Surely nobody believed that. And a lot of the things I saw were people saying, this can't be true. You know, when it feels like it can't be true, it's probably not. The fact that people then said it with authority, like it's a news story, wild. It's stupid. And I think